Hi YouTube, it's me again. You may or may not have seen my last two videos. If not, before seeing this one, definitely go and check those out, please. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. Um, but this video would make a lot more sense if you did that. But anyways, like I said in my last video, I was gonna do this video on more lore of the game. And I was actually going to do it on more of the map. Um, Actually, a specific place. I said I was going to do this one on Capolia. If you remember from my last video, if you watched it. Um, so yeah, now I'm going to show you guys Capolia to refresh your memories, or if you haven't seen it, I'll show you where it's located. This will make a lot more sense for those of you who haven't seen my last two videos. It'll make even more sense if you go and watch them, but you don't have to. It's up to you completely. So okay, let me show you my map. So, if you remember from the last video, Capolia is this place up here with these little islands, and a little, probably over half of that island right there. And yes, all the islands have names, even this one, and Capolia is just the name of the continent, but within the continent, it's divided up and has even more names. So now if I turn the page here, that's the view of Capolia in full view. Right there. I hope you guys can see that well. So on the map, what you see is the bottom part of Capolia. See, you can see all the bottom part on this map, and all of its little islands. Well, this is what the top part looks like, including the bottom part with its islands. And the island that's divided is this one right here. It's called Wingard. This is North Wingard. Right here. And North Wingard is the part that's part of Capolia. And what I've done here, with the circled star, is that's the capital of Capolia. Right there. And now what I'm gonna do is, you can see this page. There's words. I'm gonna read those words. Basically what those words are is they're like a little back site about Capolia. Right now I don't have anything written about the races that live there yet, or like the religion or culture that's there. I haven't done that yet, because I'm still not done making all the creatures or races or anything like that. Still in the process of making a bunch of creatures. I already have a ton of creatures written down and stuff, and full out descriptions for each one of them. But there's still a lot more I need to cover. But when I read them off to you, you'll understand what I'm saying when I have a ton of creatures and descriptions for them. You'll understand once I get there. But yeah, basically, the last thing I'm gonna do once I'm done making the creatures, the races, and religion and culture go with the races, and then the history of each race and everything, then I'm gonna place everything where it's going to be on the map. But I plan on doing that, placing them last. That way I don't accidentally mess up with the history or anything like that, and that way I have like a preference of where I'm gonna place things, depending on the history, culture, and religion of each race and stuff. So that's what I'm waiting for on that. Eventually I'll let you guys know what goes where, what the history is, and all of that stuff. And you guys can even help. Like I said, I'm open to any suggestions. Now, before I blabber on even more, let me go ahead and just read what I have right now. Obviously, I need to add more physical features on my map. I don't know if I said it in my previous video, but if I did, sorry if I sound repetitive. But my map is lacking a lot of physical features because I just didn't come up with them yet. I mean, I have some written in here, but it's only like one physical feature for each, like, I guess, continent. So I really have to make more of that, but I was hoping to get some help with that from you guys if you want to help. Once again, no one has to help. If you guys think this is cool and want to, that'd be great. And once again, I'd be very thankful if you helped. But anyways, on to the reading before I repeat myself anymore and drive you guys crazy. So basically, I wrote, I'm gonna read this right from my book too. Capolia's territories are divided up into provinces. Capolia is the northernmost continent on Adirious, as you guys saw on the map. Almost the entire continent is covered with deserts and mountains, which would explain why I made it yellow. And then this is where I wrote a little of the physical features in. For Capolia, the most famous mountain range, known as the Rekarth Mountains, run from the top of Rekarth all the way through the whole continent to Lemberg. The highest peak is right outside of the capital city. Capolia has many islands. The most famous island is Wingard, although it's divided in half from north to south. And I said it's divided because they had a little history of war with Sarthelm, the middle continent, if you guys remember from the map. Capolia has very few rivers, and that's about all I said. So now, I'll show you guys on the map some of the things I read. I said the most famous mountain range is known as the Rekarth Mountains. And they go from Rekarth all the way down to Lemberg. And I also said the highest peak of that mountain range is outside of the capital. So let me show you guys that. Obviously, you're not going to see the mountains or anything because I didn't mark them yet or anything. But I'll just show you guys what I mean. So here's Capolia once again. Up here is Rekarth. Like I said, it's divided into provinces. So that's the Rekarth province. And basically, the mountain range goes from like the top of this province all the way down to Lemberg. Obviously, it goes like, I haven't decided that yet, but I did say that the highest peak is going to be right outside of the capital, which is right here. It's going to be right outside of that city. Carponia. Sorry, my bad. I accidentally mispronounced that. It's Carponia. Or did I say that right? I don't know. I forget what I was thinking in my head when I wrote that down. I'll let you guys know once I figure it out. Sorry for my own mispronunciations of words. Well, not words, but a land that I created. I should know how to pronounce that. Sorry, guys. But yeah, basically, the mountain range goes right outside there. Well, the highest peak does. And it's called the Rekarth Mountain Range. It's called the Rekarth Mountains because it starts in Rekarth. Just makes the most sense. Okay, that's all for this video. Before I ramble anymore, and I guess before I end this, I should probably tell you guys what will be in the next video, or more like which continent I'll talk about in the next video. Um, the next continent I think I will talk about, I believe it's Windfell. Let me show you that on the map. Could be mistaken, but I believe the next video is going to be about Windfell. 99% sure now it's going to be Windfell. So, in the next video, I'll be talking to you guys about Windfell. You'll get a little more insight of what each land is about. I hope you guys like what you heard in this video. You got a little insight to what Capolia is about. You'll get even more once I decide on more things, or once you guys help me decide on more things. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Talk to you then. Bye, guys.